Jaguar 9.
Jaguar 9?
Yes.
What's your security clearance?
Okay.
What's your security clearance?
Jaguar 9.
NIA, huh?
NIA.
Okay. We have some documents prepared for you.
All right. What else you have? Oh yeah, the book.
This is it.
Very good. Let's go talk.
I think you need to speak with my evil twin brother.
All right, let's go.
Jaguar 9?
Jaguar 9.
I'd like you to meet my brother. You know, Stephen, we've been working on this together for 3 decades. We're ready now. We started investigating why patents were announced and disappeared. We called Advanced Fuel Systems of Seattle. They said that Thomas Ogle was a fraud. We contacted their CEO. He sent us brochures. You and I both looked at them. It was high tech. Anything that's patented by the United States government must work. Otherwise, they demand a working model. All 7 million plus patents.
So what you're saying is they don't issue patents on things that don't work.
No, they'll issue a copyright on an idea. Design patents sometimes for software, but no, any material thing like Dr. Yushiro Nakamatsu's Anorex, he's got 3,000 patents to his name. We have an interview with him in our new updated book. Not him, but his people. Yes, anything that's been patented by the U.S. Patent Office, by definition, by law, must work, and yet they've been suppressed.
Well, let me ask you here. Let me hold it up here so we can see it.
Sure.
Secrets of the 200 mile per gallon carburetor.
Right, by Alan Wallace. We tried.
Alan Wallace.
As you know, we wrote and called his publisher down, Premier Publishing down in Texas. And the man has been evaporated like many of the people he talks about. We wanted to build this one. And remember what happened when we went to the Chinese banker and they offered us $5 million for a working model? And then we found out later that that's the general payoff to scare people away from. You'll pay the $5 million, but then you can never use it to build another alternative energy device. We might help people get $5 million. This one here, Ford Motor Company of Canada, tested in 1936, 200 miles to the gallon.
And what happened to that?
Well, they firebombed his factory. They stole dies. He was vilified in the press after Ford Motor Company and Breen Motor Company tested it. And he, in the last, in the 1981 update, Thomas Ogle, we read about, and that's where we first got started in 1978, but we began in 1981, and then by 1987, you arranged for us to take the outline of the 5 smooth stones in 32 pages and have 100 copies distributed to our members and others for feedback. And I took 2.5 years off of work and finished it. And then we discovered in May of 1990, that Yushiro Nakamatsu's patent was, which produces 3.5 times energy for 3.5 automobiles in this handheld water-driven device. 3,000 patents to his name. We waited 17 years. You called me. We hadn't seen each other in years. You said, Art, what have you done with Stone Soup? I said, it's ready.
Well, I'm familiar with a couple other ones, Art. And
Sure.
Let me ask you this question. What do you know about Joseph Newman in Lucedale, Mississippi?
Well, Joseph Newman, he carted a 6,000-pound device up to the U.S. Patent Office when they said it didn't work. It was tested by government labs. They cut wires and things, and when it was returned to them, they said it didn't work. However, he's got a U.S. Patent Office by a special act of Congress. They vilified the man. He's now become a spiritual kind of a freak. He's afraid and just waits for Jesus to come. He says he needs 20 million to continue. We haven't got 20 million. We have 5 trillion to share.
Didn't he demonstrate
Yes,
His device in
yes,
the
he sure did.
Texas area?
In Texas, nothing. In the early in the 90s, he demonstrated in Portland, Oregon, and he was going to bring it into the state of Washington. And I couldn't wait to go to the Kingdom and see it. The state attorney general banned it from coming into the state of Washington. He would take it, a 9-volt battery, connected up to this huge generator. And once it got started, they...
You're talking perpetual motion.
We're talking, it's not perpetual motion, it is over unity.
Okay.
And when he would shut down the lights for the Kingdom and then turn on, after he pulled out the 9-volt battery, after it was spinning, all this power.
Is there any hyperlinks that people could see this on the computer?
Well, as a matter of fact...
Or is it written in your book for the hyperlink?
Well, as a matter of fact, the websites that we're building right now, we're going to be asking people to help us complete them. Because the time is now to get these things out. There are some terrible things that are going to happen on the earth. I don't want to be a doomsayer, but these things are happening. They're already happening. The death, the destruction of our plants, our animals. Every 20 seconds another species goes extinct. Monsanto is poisoning stuff left and right. We're eating franken foods. Children are being... we have the homeless. We have all these... And we have found $5 trillion worth in suppressed patents, processes, and methods. Gene Manning here finds some $3 trillion. We find more. Our group of over 100 people have found, and here's some more. These are suppressed. This is suppressed.
Those are U.S. patents that are suppressed by our U.S. government.
By the U.S. government. These are two right here. Denny Klein produced HHO gas, which he got 100 miles per gallon in a car with water.
Well, are you telling me that these...
100 miles per 4 ounces of water.
I understand.
And the government has paid him off, basically, to build some Humvees with gasoline and his device to keep him quiet for 17 years. The patent's only good for 17 years. That's why you called me in 2007, so we could build this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's another suppressed one. There are so many suppressed patents, it's not funny.
And why do you think these items are suppressed? Or is our government afraid that to protect corporate?
Yes, as a matter of fact, when we take a look here at Gene Manning's works here, there's a 1952 secrecy code for national security reasons where they steal patents from people. They don't say they're worth anything. If they tell anybody about it, those people can be arrested. There are over 5,000 such patents. Anything that disturbs business as usual, as it talks about from this. This is our last chapter of our book, and it's got the actual act. And the thing is, we see people talk, Jesse Ventura, Alex Jones, so many people. George Nuri, they all talk about conspiracies. They got a new conspiracy every day, and it's so easy to point your finger and say, oh, there's something wrong. But what's really difficult, the proper thing with journalism is to provide a solution. And you know, our team has found solutions, God-given solutions to almost every single problem on the planet. Conspiracies, so-called conspiracies, you look at the warp and the weft of a fabric. Take out the thread. All so-called conspiracies have one thread in common. Greed. Evil men have suppressed these things for over a century for greed. But even so, we show them a way out. We show them how. We offer them, like the Godfather, a offer they can't refuse. They can make the same amount of money while we clean up their messes and clean up their image and give them a way to repent.
That's a wonderful idea.
And advance the kingdom of God in a way that we hear about prosperity miniatures, name it, claim it. This is downright, this is the word. We show people, we're going to start a corporation, publishing corporation, because our publisher lied to us about everything. You paid for this, Stephen. They lied to us about everything. So I have to do like my dad did. I'm a third-generation journalist, and we have to begin our own publishing firm. That's how we made his millions. And this time, when we order books, we won't get pages torn out and missing.
Well, we surely don't want that to happen.
Again, no,
people may be misinformed and not have all the pieces to put together in order to do this corporation.
Yes, as a matter of fact, now, like many of these things are, top secret, above beyond top secret. We have had information given to us because of the nature of our work that goes way beyond Foster Gamble's group, the Thrive Movement, which people should check out. Go to YouTube and look at the Thrive Movement movie. They show these so-called conspiracies, but they're looking to the UFOs in government for help. They're our enemy. They're our enemy. No, we show something entirely different, and we show the mathematics of these things in such a way that it is irrefutable. We try and keep it simple. We try and take very complex things and make it so that high school students can do it. We're going to lay down the pattern of how to get the backing, how to start an S-type corporation. That's what the last.
And that's all in your book.
Yeah, the last part of the book is the forms for self-incorporation. Charlie Rose in 1988, along with two young men, Adam Fingerish and Larry Aldrich, 9 and 11 years old, had a line of credit. They had corporations their sector in life. And Sanders, I can't remember her first name, from the Colorado Young People's Bank, had backed them. They had a line of credit. They had everything they need. You don't have to be any age to start a corporation. Now, they had Occupy Wall Street. They said 1% owns 99% everything. No, the facts are these. 5% of the population owns 95% of everything. The remaining 95% of the population struggle and fight over the remaining 5%. There's one word that distinguishes, separates, defines the two. One word. One word.
What's that?
Corporations.
That's correct.
Corporations. And we show people how to be free, abundant, happy.
And you have all this information in the book so people can start their own corporation and start
a free download. And right now, for anybody that's watching, we need to get this done now. There are some things that are happening that are, well, you've been watching Alex Jones, Jesse Ventura. You know what
we need to put some people to work.
We need to finish
back to work.
Yes, back to work, free, not working for somebody,
not
free,
a slave.
Free, exactly right. And we need to complete our website. We have the website was shown in the intro here. We need some people who know WordPress, who would be willing to go ahead and do this. We have tons of videos. The work itself is 360 pages. It is with my editor. He's selling his house, can't finish it. Grammar and punctuation, everything else has been verified over and over and over again. There is no disputing. It's irrefutable proof of what we say. We're not pointing fingers. We're offering a solution.
And where can the general person, man or woman, find your book, and how did they purchase it?
Well, don't get it through Amazon.com from these lines, thieves. It'll be a free download.
Download.
Yes, a free download. And
Is that right?
Why would we give it away free? Because we have the need for volunteers to work with us to make this happen. That's all we want. We want a team of brothers and sisters who care about each other, who care about the starving, who care about the homeless.
And share the wealth.
Yes. It's not mine. It's not yours, Stephen. You know that.
It's not mine either.
It belongs to the Lord. He gave it to us. He gave us this mission to do, and we're doing it. We're doing it today. We've been doing it for 3 decades. And well, I have...
Sounds like a wonderful plan, Art.
Well, it's more than a plan. It's
we need more people involved in it. And solve some of these issues on some of these suppressed patents and put people back to work so they can achieve the American dream.
The American dream is a fantasy. When the Pilgrims came over here, they started a corporation called the Mayflower Company. They had been persecuted for their religion in England. They went to Holland. They came back. They were persecuted there. They came back to England, and they started a company called the Plymouth Company, a corporation. Within 3 years after they hit Plymouth Rock, everybody that owned stock in that corporation was wealthy. Some of the oldest fortunes in America could be traced to that. Now, we have some very unsettling news about the Founding Fathers and their true faith and how they've stripped this away and put in something that will let you be the judge. We'll present both sides. You be the judge.
So to wrap this up, people can look at the website, Stone Soup, and be able to download this book for free. And
it won't be downloadable for a while. It'll be a couple of months. We need people to help us finish the site. The book is being presently. It's done. It's being edited, but my editor is selling his house, and he says, have somebody else do it. The 93 pages are done. We want somebody who knows grammar and punctuation. I don't speak good or English, but now I are a writer.
And how can they, this person out there, or how can they or a person contact you if they have some special talents that they can provide?
We will, within the next couple of hours, with the present site, I will contact our host, and we will make it available so that they can contact us through the site, through stonesoupcorp.com. The WAG publishing site is for backers to buy options of pre-incorporation stock, which we will document everything and show people how to get a $240,000 SBA loan, buy back all the stock that was put out there, and have $183,640 to get the things that they need to be free and to make this world better.
Well, this sounds very interesting, and you sound very knowledgeable, Art, and I'm sure that people can get a copy of this book and read this for themselves and look at some of the hyperlinks and know the facts of what you're talking about.
Hyperlinks, there are 3 pages of hyperlinks. There's hours and hours of videos.
Yes.
We
could talk about this for hours, but you know what? For the viewers...
Let's cut it.
Let's cut it.
God bless.
God bless you too.